In this week's Royals report, Prince George is turning out to be quite a little soccer fan. The 7-year-old attended Sunday's Euro 2020 final between England and Italy with his parents, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. It is the second time he has attended the championship match. For more on this, let us bring in BBC News royal correspondent Sarah Campbell to talk all about it. You know, when I saw the pictures of his face, at first I thought, does he know how lucky he is to be here witnessing this? And then, based on the highs and lows of his facial expression, I felt like, yes, this young prince can appreciate what he's witnessing. What can you tell us about the prince attending the final match, and what has the reaction been like?
Yeah, good morning to you. So Prince George is 7 years old. As you say, it's the second match of the Euro finals that he's attended. We've seen lots of the royals at big sporting events, actually, because we've had Wimbledon as well. So Kate and William have been out and about, but there they were on Sunday night with their son, and he's clearly a football fan. I mean, the cheer when England scored a goal within the first 2 minutes, and then obviously the sort of nervousness when they were taking penalties right at the end. We were kind of hoping that he might turn up in an England shirt, but as you can see, he's in a blazer and tie. His dad is, of course, president of the Football Association, so perhaps felt that he should wear that. So, yeah, the Queen, before the match, had sent a message saying that she'd remembered handing over the trophy back in 1966 to the England team. But I hope this isn't a spoiler alert. I'm afraid we lost on penalties again. Yeah. So England is going to have to wait another 55 years to have some sort of major footballing trophy. But hopefully George had a good time anyway.
Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah, it was a crushing loss, and some fans did not take it very well. Prince William is the president of the English Football Association, and he's speaking out against racism after online abuse was directed at several black soccer players following England's loss. But his comments are raising some questions over why the royal family never really addressed Meghan Markle's concerns over discrimination against people of color inside Buckingham Palace. How are people responding?
Yeah, so it's one of the depressing follow-ons, I think, from the Euro 2020, which was a really sort of unifying event. But afterwards, there were some horrific comments on social media directed at particularly 3 of the players who missed penalties. And lots of people, politicians, the Prime Minister, celebrities, have been coming out and condemning that abuse, which was just unacceptable. And Prince William was one of those. He tweeted, he said, "I'm sickened by the racist abuse aimed at England players. It's totally unacceptable. It must stop now, and all those involved should be held accountable." Now, as you say, this has created some comments on social media in particular, I think coming from 2 angles, particularly from Prince William. The first, as you sort of mentioned, is talking about, well, why didn't the royal family come out and condemn any social media comments when they were directed at Meghan Markle, which was the case when she was a member of the royal family. That's one point. I think, you know, one point to be made about that is perhaps Prince William was coming out and saying this in his capacity, official capacity as president of the Football Association. It has also led other people to comment and to take us back to that Oprah Winfrey interview back in March when Meghan Markle made these allegations that Prince Harry had had a conversation with a member of the royal family who'd expressed some concern about what colour the skin of their baby might be. Again, that's one side, that's Prince Harry and Meghan's side. The royal family has never commented on that other than to say that afterwards in a statement they said, well, that's the issues that they have been raised are concerning, particularly those of race. And of course, Prince William came out and said, we are very much not a racist family when he was asked about it. One more thing, there is a diversity policy review going on into the royal household at the moment, which we are awaiting the results of. And no doubt those commenting on social media also awaiting the results of.
Oh, I am sure. Let's finish off on a lighter note. The Queen visited the set of Coronation Street last week. It is the world's longest-running soap opera, and it was celebrating its 60-year anniversary. She met the show's cast. You know what's really interesting, as I recall with Coronation Street, because I used to watch it way back in the day, is that, you know, there are a number of cast members that have been on for a very, very long time. So I know that she's been on the set before. I'm wondering if she met some of the same cast members before in 1982, and if they were still there, whether she's a fan and what the reaction was like.
I'll give you as many of those answers as possible. For those that maybe aren't familiar with Coronation Street, if you imagine General Hospital and think about a soap opera that's been going longer That is Coronation Street. It was celebrating its 60th anniversary. It's filmed in Manchester, so the Queen travelled up to the north of England to go and visit the cast and crew. It was the first time that many of them have actually been together since the pandemic started, so I think it was a very special day for them for lots of different reasons, but obviously, as you say, having the Queen there to visit them on the cobbles, and apparently she was very interested to find out how you can keep a long-running soap opera going that obviously has several episodes a week, how you keep that running during the pandemic. So I think quite an interesting visit for her. And that was one of the big questions, is whether she is a fan. Quite a few of the cast members said, well, we didn't dare ask. So nobody really had an answer to that at the end. But we did hear that apparently Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, so the Queen's mum, was a fan, as was Diana, Princess of Wales.
All right. Well, as I understand it, so is most of England. So they're all in good company. Sarah Campbell, thank you very much.
Thank you.